Let me put my Pokemon cards away. Because
Starting.
who's recording? Who's recording?
Uh, Firefox
Okay,
and
okay,
Matt
okay.
doing clips.
All right.
Nice one, Kevin.
Commentators AFK off with back bang. Off, off, back. Anyways, as we jump into our first race for today in D1 for D1, and it's gonna be Daytona 7 laps here with I think sorry, not 8 drivers here in the field today, including 4 subs. It is.
Okay, bro.
Oh shoot! Oh no! Oh no! My spectating thing is glitched. It doesn't show me the leaderboard or whatever. It's the 99 started on pole. Oh my goodness! It's the 99 started on pole. Firefox on the start by Firefox already drops down 3 positions. Alex gonna give a push. He looks up the inside of Dark. Dark's not up the inside of Matt. Side by side. Alex trying to make it 3 wide for first. Couldn't get there. Bunch of beating and banging. Dark goes very wide. 3 wide for second. It's be Didi up the inside of Matt. Still 3 wide in the back. Some people are cutting for the grass. A bunch of people hitting the inside wall. Dark goes the second, the third, the last. Bunch of bumps and runs 4 or 5 wide there for a quick moment. Math shoved Donnie into the wall's Firefox, who leads the way. And it's still a bunch of commotion back here. 2 green cars, that might be a little confusing. Actually, there's 9 drivers in the field. Sorry, because Alex was racing. Didn't see that. 9 drivers in the field. It's Didi and Firefox who pull away from the pack. Good thing to do and a good thing to have. Both hit the slowdown area. Not what you want to do in the field. Starts to catch their in the draft. Didi has a horrendous run. Phantom has got around the outside. Kevin's going to push Didi though. And they will maintain second. They're finally catching Firefox. But would he go up the catch his drafter? Would he stay on the inside lane organized? Firefox will have a slight run off the corner as he used the high lane. Firefox fending fresh air. Fresh air. Nobody was near him. The inside Kevin goes, but he gets forced 3 wide. A bunch of content, a bunch of people in the grass. Didi is going to go down. Bunch of content. Killer Joshua is all the way into the infield. Actually almost hit the inside wall somehow. And Kevin and Didi will now go down the 7th and 8th. And Joshua, who was in 5th, now goes down in the last. A bunch of commotion. Firefox is still dominating. And Fanta has actually pulled away from the pack. Nobody is in these 2 drops. And once again, it's Firefox defending fresh air. Fresh air. Good sir, what are you defending? Casper the Ghost. It's side by side, though. Preferred Darth has finally made his way up to the pack. That's 3 wide. And it's Joshua going to take it up the inside. 4 wide there for a split moment. A bunch of cars back out of this, which is probably a great move. 4 wide coming to a very tight and known corner to be chaotic. Almost as chaotic as Monza corners 1 and 2 in this game. Fanta makes a mistake. Darth is not up the inside. He's going to get past Fanta. But Fanta has a slightly better run. They're finally catching up. The Firefox might who might just let them in their draft. But I think Darth is not finally in Firefox's draft. The draft is very important around here. Even if it's still a war burst, there is some long straightaways. You do not want to be without draft on. I think everybody in the top 3 besides Fanta actually hit the slowdown penalty. It's now side by side, but first Firefox is finally getting challenged for his first place position. Bunch of cars in the back. It's Donnie and Alex over 10 seconds back from the top 2. Out of the corner, Firefox is going to have the outside lane. I don't know what happened to Fanta. He's over 3.5 seconds back, side by side to Firefox and Darth. They're going to have to settle out here. Firefox almost hits the slowdown area. Is going to take the lead once more. Firefox really attacking the corner. Almost hit the slowdown area, but just didn't. His experience is probably he's probably using that experience of his as there's a bunch of lag and a bunch of people, and Kevin said Alex must have had a moment between them, but Alex is up to 6. Maybe put Kevin into the deep into the grass, but it's still Didi and Kevin in 8th and 9th. Yeah, I don't think they have recovered, but now the pack is up to Firefox, and there's a big 7-car train. How is Firefox going to defend? From 7 cars, he hits the inside wall. A bunch of people take it slow. Firefox actually managed to defend pretty good there. Still in first. 2 laps led today. I think the fastest lap has either been Firefox or from Donnie, but Firefox is bumped out the way by Fanta, puts him into the grass. Clean bump and run there, but I don't know. I don't know if Firefox will like that. Let's see what he does when he gets back up to Fanta. Fanta's got to defend from this whole pack. It's Joshua up the inside. Actually hits the inside wall. It's now Alex looking up the inside. It's the 2 green cars fighting for first. There's Fed had to slam on the brakes not to go in the grass, but he's still side by side. Both green cars. Well, Alex accidentally hit the inside wall. He almost does. Fanta almost pushes it into him. Around the outside, still side by side with these green cars. A bunch of commotion in the back. I think it was Dark and Donnie who either hit the outside wall or got a slowdown penalty. But there's a bunch of cars hopping to the inside lane. Fanta blocked, and it's going to be Fanta. Not out in first, but Alex has some help now from Joshua and Kevin. 3 wide for first. Didi tries to make it. Now it's 4 wide. Coming to this tight bus stop. Who's going to give up? Who's going to let go? Didi does. Alex does. Smart move by that. Fanta hits the slowdown area. It's going to be Matt. Unexpectedly, just takes first place. Then has a 2.5 second gap to everybody's 3 wide for second, beating and begging. Kevin is going to push Fanta. The outside lane is much more formed than the inside lane. But then Darth hops into the inside lane. Alex is going to be split in the middle. Have no draft, no help. Forces Kevin to the wall. You have to be very careful with penalties. Firefox now. Is he going to pass Matt and lead his 3rd lap lead up today? Is it going to be side by side? Yes, he will. That might have secured most of that laps. It's very hard to hear the lead laps in Daytona. 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Actually, 4 wide there for a brief moment. Darth up the inside. Bunch of contact. 4, 5 wide. Quick split moment. Firefox is still in the lead. Side by side is Didi and Darth. Didi gets put into the wall by inside wall by Darth. Darth tries to do a switch. Bunts Firefox out the way again. And different lap, same story. Firefox gets bumped out the way, bump and run by Darth. It's now Darth and Fanta in first and second. Didi has finally made his way up to the pack. It's now in third, but is getting challenged by Donnie and Firefox. Didi hits the inside wall. That's Fanta. Almost completely stopped. Almost had a inside lane wall pop there. I've seen that happen before in this road course. Believe it or not, it's Firefox chasing down Darth. I think he might have just barely got into his draft. I don't know. Darth is hitting the wall, slowing him down. I think maybe Firefox just barely got into his draft. I think he did. Yeah, he is. So that's a great thing to have on this back straightaway. Both using the outside lane for the run. They have cleared away from the path. And there's still a bunch of contact. Didi is now in last. Probably had a moment with some of the drivers. Hits the slowdown area. Not the greatest race for him. Yeah, everybody's kind of separated. Everybody's just trying to work together and catch up to first. I think it's going to be Dark who's going to finally stop Firefox's domination and finally lead a lap. And yes, he will. He lead his first lap of the day. 4 out of the 7. It's a very long race. Daytona takes about a good 2 minutes to complete. Firefox just looking on the outside. Almost got there. Almost an incredible pass there by Firefox. Will he give some payback to Darth for bumping running him? No, he will not. He will keep it clean. Darth aims though on exit and through mid corner. Way better than Firefox. Pack is finally starting to catch up to these two. They finally have gotten the Firefox's and Darth's draft. It was a great battle here for 5th place. We have a lot of people hitting that inside wall. Donnie wall rides. I think got shoved into the grass there. And still having trouble trying to rejoin. Knocks Didi into the grass again. Yeah, just not a great race for these two so far. Every single time I look back in the pack, it's just these two either being forced into a slowdown, into the grass, or just far off everyone else. Let's see if they can clean it up for these final couple of laps. Everybody's kind of separated, but everyone's kind of in their own packs, in their own like two packs here. Top four is now the pack has finally caught these two, Darth and Firefox side by side, three wide, brief moment. Darth once again is gonna push from Fanta around the outside. Firefox is gonna push Kevin. Firefox, that's probably Firefox's best bet because if Darth leads these next couple of laps, he might be able to tie Firefox to most bonus points of most let's lap. Who's gonna lead this lap here? Kevin is separated from Darth. It's Darth. He's gonna lead his second lap lead of today. Darth and Fanta 1-2 right now. Have a pretty comfortable gap. They'll have a decent gap to third and fourth. Pretty good corner. It's gonna be Fanta up the inside, forward wide. Didi gets put into the inside wall again. A lot of my bad in the chat. Probably not good moves. Probably not a good moves in the back. Three wide. Darth would take the lead once again. Great move. Fanta is now got this slot back in the third. Firefox. It's been these three dominating out here in front. Even though Fanta hasn't led one lap, they have been up front. Joshua, out of nowhere. We haven't even seen him most of this race. Now up to second. Kevin's gonna push Joshua. Kevin's gonna try to do switchback. 3 wide. Firefox just bullies his way, and Joshua is gonna go down. That 8th place. Him and Kevin too. Those two just got bullied in the 8th and 9th. And now Darth has a 2.5 second gap to the rest of the field, but they do have his draft, and everybody is working together. As Firefox leading this big train, everybody kind of wall fighting back into the door of Fanta. Bunch of blocking there, but Firefox is done right outside of Alex. Bunch of people taking the slow down. A bunch of people. Alex cuts the grass by a mile. Got bumped into the fire side by side with the only two people that actually led a lap today. Firefox really wants to lead this lap. I would guarantee him most laps. And I don't know who the fastest lap will go to. Either I don't know. There's been a lot of good contenders here for fastest lap, especially people who have been in the back. But first place has been setting some crazy good laps. It's gonna be Dark. He's gonna lead his third lap lead of today. Not what Firefox wants to see. It's been these two dominating. Why is it? I don't know why my counter is stuck on. Oh, it's final lap. Okay, so my lap counter was broken. But final lap. Side by side, Joshua's now. You're a bunch of people in the wall spinning out into the grass. Joshua finally get in the first session where he gets a bump from Didi from the 40. Side by side is Fanta. He gets a slightly better run. They both side draft each other. And Fanta's actually going to slot in behind. Like a commotion here for second. Matt gets hooked off at Alex, or did he hook himself? Firefox bullies Darth out the way. Basically just door slammed him and didn't do nothing else. Up the second, Firefox and Fanta. Second and third. Fanta once again hits a slowdown, a crucial error on the final lap. He do not want to be doing that. And it's Joshua out of nowhere, who's been nowhere in this race. My ass, you have barely mentioned his name. Now has a great gap to the rest of the field. If he can have a great bus stop, maybe some good defense on the final banked oval, maybe you can win this race. Defense fresh air, but that's actually pretty strategic. Trying to break the draft. Great corner here by Joshua. Almost hits a slowdown in here. Great corner. There's a bunch of people sliding in the back on the dirt. And Firefox, and Fanta catch Joshua. They're pushing each other. It's a big train. Didi puts Kevin into the wall once again. And it's going to be Didi and Kevin, 7 and 8. I think Joshua might have this one in the back in Firefox. Or Fanta make a late run, a late push. Firefox got a great one. Joshua comes up the block, side by side for second. It's going to be Fanta in second, but Joshua in third. Great race here. So it's Josh. The fastest lap goes to Didi. Most lap slaps goes to Darth. And Killer Joshua out of no